Act breaks, theatrical act breaks, have never been about storytelling, are not about pacing so much. They are all about keeping butts in amphitheater seats. Yes, that's what it's about. Theatrical act breaks are a function of physical stage production to organize and present and deliver a theatrical experience. From as far back as the Greeks, 3,500 years ago, through the Romans, through the Elizabethans and the French and Italian and the Romantic period and the modernists and the postmodernists, blah, blah, blah. Everybody uses acts for the same basic purpose: theatrical presentation. It's a strategic question of physical stage production. And yet it has become this insinuated thing that is impossible to escape. Well, certainly Plato's responsible. Well, no, Plato is not responsible. His work on theatrical writing and development and tragedy and comedy never once talked about acts. Never once. He talked about the beginning and the middle and the end. That's it. That's not act breaks. Well, Shakespeare had to be the one that, nope. Shakespeare never wrote in acts. In fact, he never even wrote in scenes. If you look at all the Elizabethan playwrights, except one, Ben Jonson, they all wrote big, long tracts. Nobody used act breaks of any kind. Those came later after Shakespeare died, and they printed the folios and imposed five-act structure on the edited editions, print editions of the folios. And Jonson was the only playwright who used religiously the five-act structure, which was inherited from the Romans and Horace, who wrote Ars Poetica. And for 2,000 years from him on, it was the rule of the day. The only proper way to present a play was five-act structure. Why? Because Horace said so. Not because it was made any theatrical sense. It was just imposed by Horace, and everybody blindly followed.